Hey, what's good? Coach Colin Castello with ShotMechanics Basketball. And today, I'm gonna give you 3 stupid simple keys that are gonna help you master the pull-up jump shot. All right, now developing a quick pull-up jumper is not that hard. In fact, there's really only 3 keys that you need to add to your game. That way you can put it in your arsenal. So it's crazy to me that there's a lot of people that don't have a good pull-up jumper because really it's not that hard to get. I'm gonna give you the secrets today, but make sure you watch to the end of the video because I'm also gonna give you something 100% free that you're not gonna wanna miss. It's gonna help your in-game shooting, it's gonna help your shooting speed, you're gonna get off more shots in game. Stay tuned for that. All right, so the first thing we're gonna talk about when it comes to getting a lights up pull-up jumper is really kind of about your chest. And it's about loading your chest. Now this is something that very few coaches either know or a lot of coaches actually teach this opposite and it kills your pull-up jumper. So here's the thing. A lot of players think that when they're getting ready to pull up into a jump shot, they think they need to be on balance, right? We've heard it a million times. Your coach has probably told you 100 times, right? You need to be on balance, you need to be on balance. Balance is correct, but people's definition of balance is generally incorrect. So here's what I mean. Most of the time when players are pulling up into the jump shot, they think they need to keep their chest up so they're nice and on balance, right? That kind of makes sense if you're kind of thinking about it from an outside perspective. But the key to a great pull-up jumper starts with you gotta get hip load and you gotta get your chest down. So if you watch the best shooters in the world, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, James Harden, all those guys, when they're going into their jumper and they're loading off of a dribble, their chest starts to bend down. It's not straight up facing towards the wall. It bends down a little bit, about 5 feet in front of them, somewhere in there, right? Now the reason why this is important is number one, it looks like they're still driving, right? So the defense is still kind of having to play that drive. If you come into your pull-up and you're like this, the defense knows exactly what you're doing. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna contest that, that's gonna be easy, right? So first and foremost, it camouflages your pull-up. You could still do a hesitation, a crossover, get to the rim. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily shooting, right? So that's key number 1. Key number 2, it loads your hips so you get better pop off the ground. Your hips are the power factory of your jump shot, and by coming in straight up and down like this, we've unlocked our hips and we lose that power force. If I can get my chest down just slightly, these hips engage, and now I can use all 3 joints firing at the same time to generate that power. Most players miss their pull-up jumper short, and this is a huge reason why they don't have that hip power. So key number 1, you gotta make sure you come in, get that chest down a little bit. That way we're generating our momentum and then springing up into our jumper. It's gonna be a lot faster. You're gonna be more on balance because you're moving, right? You're not going straight up and down, and you're gonna kind of camouflage your shot on the defense. All right, so the next key is the pickup. You've got to have a strong pound dribble on your last dribble to launch your momentum into your jump shot. I've seen a ton of players that have great footwork, they have great body position, but they have a really weak last dribble pickup, and it makes it difficult to launch into that jump shot. So anytime you're going for a pull-up jumper, your last dribble should really kind of start your momentum going into it by pounding into the pounding the basketball into the ground, because the harder you pound it, the faster it's going to come back up and the faster your jumper is going to be. A lot of times if you have somebody who has a slow pull-up jumper, it all starts with their very slow pound dribble. A lot of times players don't necessarily pound it when they're going into the dribble, they kind of drop it, right? So we want to pound that sucker into the ground so it comes back up and it begins that up force energy so our body catches up with it and transfers into the basketball, right? Again, a quick lights out pull-up jumper is about preparation and about generating that energy on the shot. So pounding the ball into the ground, great way to go about it. All right, and the next key is huge, is what I call stick the toe. Stick the toe, meaning we don't want to plant our heels into the ground when we're going into a jump shot, because if we can stick the toe and keep our heels up, we're actually going to get more power, more momentum, more pop into the jump shot, making it faster and more efficient. So this is another thing that a lot of coaches screw up. They say, hey, you got to be on balance. As I'm getting ready to shoot, we want to roll the foot because that gets us nice and balanced and whatever, so forth. That's just not accurate. If you watch most of the best shooters in the world, all of them plant their toes into the ground, keeping their heels off just slightly so there's a little gap of air back here. That way they can use kind of a little bit of a springboard to launch into their shot. So the whole key here is you want to think about the ball of your foot. We want to come in off that last pound dribble and we want to stick that toe and then launch that momentum from the swing into the upward momentum, right? That's going to make it more quick, it's going to make it more efficient, and you're going to get good pop off the floor to help you elevate over the defender to get an easier looking jump shot, right? So it doesn't matter if I'm shooting a step back, if I'm doing a pump fake, one dribble pull up, I want to try to get that toe to squeak, and I want to try to pop up off it so I get a nice quick jump shot. All right, now if you want the secrets to a more fast, efficient jump shot, you can get more shots off in game and actually hit more shots in game, click the top link in the description down below or the first link in the comments down below that. That way you can get free access to our quick draw shooting workout. I specifically created this 5-minute workout to help you knock down more shots in game because you can get a faster jumper, a quicker jumper that even great defenders are gonna have a hard time contesting. So make sure you click the top link in the description down below, get instant access today. Also, if you're new to ShotMechanics, pound that subscribe button and ding the bell notification because YouTube won't give you my videos for some reason. I don't know, they're hating on me or something, but I wanna make sure that you're getting better just like everybody else in the Splash Army. So hit that bell notification and make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what sort of video you want to see next. This is a channel for the people, by the people. I run pretty much everything I have a request, so leave it down below and hopefully we'll be able to get to it. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castell with ShotMechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.